Hey, this is our corrective workout for the hip, knee, and ankle. For your warm-up, you have 4 exercises. You're going to start off with a little tissue release with the softball for your glutes. So your goal for this exercise is really just to relieve tension in your glutes. So you can start with your foot crossed across your knee, or you can extend it down. That's going to be a little bit less intense, especially if you have a lot of tightness there. And you're really just looking for knots. You can rock back and forth on them, or just sit and breathe if it's pretty intense. The idea is search and destroy. So find a spot that's tight and then just sit on it and work to release it. Breathing is going to be the biggest part that's going to help you, so make sure you're not holding your breath. Your next exercise is going to be a calf stretch. You really can use anything to help you here. You can use a block or a curb or even the wall. You really just want to elevate your toe so that it stretches your calf. And then lean forward to intensify the stretch. You can also bend your knee a little bit, and that is going to take the stretch to a different part of your calf. Your next exercise is going to be a hip flexor stretch. So you're just going to kneel down 1 foot forward. You're going to be locking in that back glute and just lunging forward to stretch that hip. You can also grab your foot to intensify the stretch for your quad, or you can reach your arm up and just lean over to the side, which is going to give you a good side body and QL stretch as well. Your last exercise is going to be a prying squat. So you're going to use a light weight, you're going to drop down into a goblet squat, and you're going to work to push your hips open. So your elbows are going to be inside your knees, you're going to be pushing them out and kind of rocking back side to side, shifting your weight from one foot to the other, and really just working to open up your hips. If your back is rounded in this position, that's okay. Just work to lift your chest up. We're really just stretching this bottom position. And always remember to set the weight down before you stand up. For your main set, we're really focusing on unilateral work to improve the stability in your hip and knee and ankle. Your first exercise is going to be clock kicks. So for this, you're going to be balancing on one leg with a mini band around your ankles. And you're moving that opposite leg to the front, to the side, and to the back. You're really focusing on stabilizing with your standing leg, so try not to rely on the other leg for balance. Your next exercise is quad lift-offs. So you're just going to be in a kneeling position with your foot elevated on a bench or a box, and you're just going to work to lift your knee a couple of inches off the ground and then slowly lower. You're going to repeat this 10 times on one side, and then you're just going to lean back into your quad stretch and then switch and repeat on the other side. Your last exercise is going to be a heel tap. So you're going to be standing on a low box or bench, and you're going to slowly lower yourself down to tap your heel on the ground. You're really focusing on only allowing your heel to tap and not your toe. This is going to force you to use your standing leg to do all of the work. Also work to keep your knee as still as possible. Make sure you don't allow it to dip in as you lower yourself down or push up. Your active recovery for this series is foam rolling your quads and IT bands. So you're going to support yourself with your hand and cross your foot in front of your body to help drive yourself up and down. You're going to make sure you roll all the way down to your knee and all the way up to your hip, so you're not leaving out any part of the muscle. And anytime you find a knot, you're just going to sit and kind of breathe into it and try to release that. It helps to use a methodical approach here. So do multiple full rolls on the same line, starting from the outside of your thigh and work your way all the way to the inside. Again, anytime you find a tight spot, spend a little extra time just sitting and breathing through that spot. So for your finisher, you're going to have a squat ladder. Once you pick your weights up, you're going to try to keep them in that racked position the whole time. You're going to alternate between that racked carry and squats. You're going to start with a racked carry, and then you're going to do 5 squats. 20 steps of a racked carry, 4 squats. And you're going to work your way down the ladder, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for your squats, finishing with a racked carry. Make sure to keep your chest tall and your core tight on those carries. And then remember to always set the weight down at the end with good form.